Yep.
Well, I
Bonjour.
better press the button here.
Oh, wait, do I have...
Oh yeah, we got that fucking music. Nice new background, by the way.
Yeah. Ooh.
Well, yeah, it's
That's nice.
I mean,
bitch, we made a city.
I mean, it's summer now. I have to give you a new background.
Bikini time. No. We're near the ocean. Let's
Hell
go.
yeah.
It's
the beach episode.
a beach episode. Beach volleyball, dead or alive. I mean, Terra Monstorum.
I do not want to see those jiggle physics, thank you.
Wow, okay, that makes one of you.
Well, sadly, I'm sure there's not any jiggle figures.
What? What did you just call me? Whoa!
Adri inventing a new slur here today.
Jiggle figures.
Whoa!
Jiggle.
Whoa!
Damn it! I can't even finish my sentence.
Let's calm down before the fucking,
No jiggle physics in Foundry. Got it.
Please tell me all of that was recorded.
Oh yes, yeah, it absolutely was. Yep.
By the way, it's important to note that Bruck does not fuck, but he does not believe on wearing clothes at the beach.
Well,
Yes!
well,
That's
it's
some
like,
jiggle physics.
I mean,
it's like we haven't been nude in front of each other before in the cum dungeon.
Isn't it in Bruck's philosophy to be fuck it, we ball?
Yeah.
I mean, effectively, it's like being one with nature type thing.
Wasn't Bruck gonna be fucking naked if he hadn't found anything to wear in the cum dungeon?
Yeah.
Like you were gonna fight full on naked on Bruck, so I'm not shocked.
There was that, yes.
He has no shame of his body. He's very proud of it, actually.
I love that.
Me too.
I'm gonna start living like Brucht.
Right?
Naked and unafraid.
And a big old pickle.
I am neither of those things.
Big old pickle. That's a pickle.
That's a plastic right there.
That's one of those big pop pickles in the pouch. Moving on.
Big papa pickle.
Yeah, there's pickles in a pouch, and one's called a
they're
big
at the
papa
gas
pickle.
station.
Yeah.
They're just pickle in a bag.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's Brucht in a loincloth. Pickle in a bag.
Pickle in a pouch. Aye.
Alright. I'm just gonna double check one thing.
It's all going to be so much worse next week.
Yeah. And I'll have a new phone, an iPhone 15 Pro, to record the session.
Fucking brag more. Okay.
I mean,
Rockefeller over here.
it's
God
free.
Damn.
My roommate's like, I've been on the service long enough. You want better service? I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm on government service. Shit. Say less.
Yeah.
Say less.
Meanwhile, I'm slumming it over here with my iPhone 11 Pro. I only have 2 cameras. What is this?
Yeah, I've been using a Samsung Galaxy A42 for so long. It's such a shit phone.
Oh
What is?
my God.
Is that supposed? Is that good?
No.
Is it? Yeah. See.
It's
No.
bargain barrel Samsung.
It's
It's still
got-
Samsung though.
It's got a lot of space on it. Surprisingly,
It's
without-
a good phone. It's just an old.
yeah,
The
it's
A
It's an
stands
old
for
thing.
absolutely not.
Yeah, it's low tier for
yeah.
its day.
Wait, is it
Of course.
A46 or A42? I don't know, but it's
It's A42.
A28 actually, and it's a great fucking movie. A23. Shit. Fuck.
I think
don't
you're
know
thinking of
anything.
A24.
A24. Is that
I
the-
don't know my numbers. Okay, I'm gay. God damn.
Oh my god. But yeah, 824. Where's there's no creepy music on my phone though. There's no midsummer type shit. I should do that.
Is there a paladin equivalent in Pathfinder with divine smites and stuff, Rocky?
Champion, right?
Technically champion. I'm not sure with the smiting though.
Because yesterday I was at our neighbor's kid's birthday party, which was a D&D thing, and I got to finally play a paladin, and I did get to crit and roll so many fucking dice, and I don't want to play anything else ever again.
That's why
I don't know about the smite though. I'd have to look again to see if there's anything that is close to it.
Have you played a paladin on Baldur's Gate 3?
A little bit, but
the smiting.
this was
it's so satisfying to play.
yeah. But this is like in person. I had a hard time holding all of the die in one hand. It was glorious.
I bet.
I do love throwing one metric shitload of math rocks.
It is.
This will be
interesting.
my first time at the cabin at a
should we
table.
bring our own math rocks, by the way?
No, we're good.
You're
I'm
good.
bringing math rocks.
I wanted to
Yeah, I
bring
got
my
some.
math rocks.
You can bring your bath rocks, but there
Math
will
rocks?
be.
Math
That's a
rocks?
different thing.
Math
We're
rocks.
bringing
My
that into the
goodness.
fucking hot tub,
But yeah,
That's
bring your math rocks, but I will have the bags of math rocks, so you can have
Yeah.
those moments where you're able to hold the fuck ton of things. You know.
Yeah. Listen, we're fine with that. We're absolutely fine with that. But I
Yeah.
do want to bring in my Dimension 20 math rocks because
Uh-huh.
I'm very, very proud.
You're just gonna
of
make
them
me
and I got to
jealous.
use them. Yes, that's also why. I just never got to use them. What's the point in having math rocks if you don't throw them at
Right?
people or
I
tables?
can't wait to throw mine. Whee! I'm so excited.
It should be
I always
good.
wanted sharp edge fucking dice, and then I get them, and then I don't have an in-person game, and I'm like, this fucking
It's
sucks.
coming.
When we
It's
started
coming
this
soon.
campaign, I knew I wouldn't need them, but I bought dice anyway. And
Nice.
I've kept my D20 in my console of my
Please
car,
goblin.
and it's my trip die.
My very first D20 I bought off Amazon, and it's like totally low quality because like there's cracks inside of it, and it's been sitting in my timeout chair for about a year now with a dunce hat next
I'm
to
sorry. We can't. I'm sorry. We can't just gloss over. You're what now?
it. I bought a D20 right from
Oh, we got
Amazon.
that part.
It's
Yeah,
little.
that's not what I'm asking about.
Hold on, I'll take a picture of it. All right,
Where is it?
Where is it?
it's sitting in timeout.
It's in a timeout chair.
Yeah, it's in a timeout chair.
Is it-
Hold on,
Is
hold
this
on.
like a human chair?
Hold on. I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
It's
That's
just
like that's the part we're
Just be
confused.
in the corner at all times.
Yeah.
Just in the timeout chair for
That
sucking.
doesn't answer anything.
I'm about to answer all of everybody's questions
What
with
do
a
you mean?
picture.
It's in the timeout chair. Well, what does that mean? Okay, well, it's
You'll
a chair
see.
that it sits in timeout. Okay, well,
Picture.
what is that?
$5. I'm gonna have more questions after you
timeout
post this
chair.
picture.
Hold on. It's for fucking being a low quality piece of shit and also rolling shit. It's going in session images. Give me a second. And this'll answer all your questions. Okay?
Will it?
It won't.
Yes, it will. Sonic's
That is
there
a timeout
guarding.
Chair.
Yeah. Friend of mine, she was like, "Here,
Oh.
have this cute thing."
Pretty
Wait,
cool. It's also a sharp edge dice. Why are you upset?
It sucks. Also, I have a
Okay.
bad dice fucking jail cell, but I had to put it together and I broke the door, so it doesn't have the door.
I'm just more surprised that you have. What is that? The red thing, the monitor?
AOC, my monitor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually surprising that you have Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez as your computer monitor.
Let me Google that real quick. Alexander who?
Alexandria
Graham Bell.
Ocasio-Cortez.
Ocasio-Cortez.
Type in AOC.
Oh, that
Yeah,
bitch.
when
Yes.
you type in AOC,
that
you will not get a monitor. You'll,
that
as a
bad
result.
bitch. I'm sorry. I always hear AOC and it just fucking did not click. I don't know her by her full name. I just know AOC, and for some reason,
Wow, okay,
hearing her full
cool,
name
damn. I'm just gonna
really
write
threw me
into
off.
the Latino community right now and just let them know that you're
She's
getting kicked out.
great. She's great.
I'm just letting them know you're getting kicked out. They're taking your card.
I've already been kicked out because I'm not fluent in Spanish. I'm a horrible Latina. Okay?
All right, so now that's 2 people canceled in one recording.
Yeah.
Was it me twice with the jizzle?
No,
Jizzle?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh my god! Jiggle physics! Now jizzle figures. I'm done.
whole different
I'm
game.
leaving. I'm done with the game.
First she calls me a slur, then she tells me to jizz on her? I'm so confused.
I'm out. I'm
Talking
done.
about mixed messages.
Fucking something's off with me today. I don't even. AOCs, jizzles, figgles.
Stop talking about the jizzles.
Help! Oh, fucking help me.
No.
This is gonna be hard. If I can't even words, just fucking existing role playing right now, today, in this moment, for the next few hours is gonna be a challenge. Let's go.
Rocky, I have to say, what you're experiencing right now is the equivalent of every single teacher 3 days before spring break. Like every single teacher, it's just like I can't. I'm just gonna kick back. Like no teaching is gonna occur.
Oh, don't worry. I'm already doing something entirely. I'm doing something entirely else at the moment as you are just talking about.
He's busy doing things and stuff, letting us
He's
get it
plotting
all
his
out.
revenge.
He's letting us get it all out while he's doing his thing.
Yeah. Whatever the BBEG is, just went up by 3 levels.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And that's now a 6th level fireball. that
Wait,
gets.
did we get any upgrades with shops since we last?
I
There
think
have
we're done.
yeah, pretty much. Shops are pretty much good.
Oh.
And we got our levels.
What I have been doing has been just double checking any shops I may have missed in terms of buttons and stuff, and I think I may have only missed like a small handful of items, which I was going through right now, which I did not let you in on until just now, because I just went through all 153 level 10 items to make sure that everything that you would have had access to, you do have access to now.
Woo!
So, yeah, mostly like a couple runes and some staves. I pretty much had everything else except like the rune stuff. So
Oh, my stuff isn't switched over to level 10 stuff that we talked about earlier today.
Yeah, I needed to make those swaps. That's actually really easy, so.
Sweet.
That one was...
So constricting hold, dragon
Yeah.
scent, and catfall. Meow.
It's mostly constricting hold. That's
Yeah.
But that's it. You still had dragon scent and catfall, so that's fine. So
Yeah.
That's the only to do. Yeah. All right, well. I need to get the music back up again.
Yup.
Now, I'm not gonna have anybody roll any dice this time.
Okay.
There is no randomized approach for what's gonna be happening here.
Good
Ooh,
job.
there's order. There's order.
There is order here.
Whoa, we're in trouble, guys.
We are very much in trouble. And here we are. The first of Danoskin. The first day of a proper summer. Plants are grown and now they are starting to prosper and flourish. Leaves going out to take up all of that summer sun as much as they possibly can.
Are the Leshy sunbathing?
There are lots. There are plenty Leshy sunbathing.
A field of Leshy sunbathing with
There's a few
sunglasses
Leshy
on.
here, and there pretty much a few Leshy sunbathing.
Don't ruin my head canon.
There are also a bunch of lizard folk basking.
Yes! I just pictured like the roads and like they're just walking along and they just stop and face upward for like a good minute or two just to get like all that sun.
Oh, and even then, there are actually some Konrasu who are sort of beside the Leshy, also in sort of like a little meditative state, taking up the sun.
Ew. Are they absorbing it in their orb heads, or brain, or eyes?
No.
Yeah, what is it? No, they're just chilling?
Pretty much their wooden exoskeleton, as they are taking in this sunlight, there's like small little growths to, fix any little gaps that are not quite too interlocked. It's part of their healing process.
Neat.
They have a natural form of healing via sunlight.
Hey,
They are
Rocky,
taking-
that's cool.
yeah.
I like that.
And you actually see in a couple instances that for ones that may look like a little bit more hurt or someone else seems to be a bit more harmed, you actually see there is a Konrasu sort of leaning their sort of arms over, and there's like little vines sort of reaching out from that wooden frame, and sort of there's like a soft energy transferring from the Konrasu to that individual, and their wounds are being healed because of it.
That's sick as hell.
But there is like a piece to the town that's not been there for quite some time. And everything kind of just feels right with how, you're starting to get more folks and seeing a few other interesting new faces coming in from other places. You may have only just barely seen some interesting new faces on this past boat that have been coming in from Victory's Vigil.
Is that the other place that the other group was in? Or
Correct.
Nice.
That would be the other place.
Time to fight them. No, I'm just kidding.
And what you are seeing are, I guess, depends upon what you would see. You would catch your eye first. Would it be the tiniest among them? Would it be the most strange looking? Or would it be the most colorful that would catch your eye? That is the question. Because there is a number of things. I guess I'll ask that to each. Let's have a vote. What catches the eye first? Is it the size of a new person? Is it the color of a new person in terms of sort of their ornamentation or some of their other features?
Honestly,
or is it the strangest appearance of them?
I feel like
because we have something really tiny, sort of small, and then something really odd.
I feel like Pandora would be captured by all of the above.
Well, if you're captured by all the above, I'll move on to somebody else. Which one would catch Tatman's eye the most?
Likely the smallest among them.
Okay, what about Arako?
Well, I know that Rukt is gonna vote smallest. So I guess we'll go with smallest.
Travis, what about Rukt?
Yeah, Brock would have looked for the smallest one.
All right, so we're going in order of size. From Victory's Vigil, you would have seen a new occurrence of sprites.
Whoops.
Literally 1 feet tall.
Aw, what?
And this is just one type. And then we have about 3 feet tall.
Oh! What the fuck? I want them. They're mine.
Galaxy frog.
And then
That one would
probably the
catch
ones-
Pandora's eye, honestly. The most so far.
Yeah, though.
Oh, because Zelda got
these-
purple skin? Racist?
Wow.
And
so
then
true.
He's
probably
This
pretty.
times.
This one would actually be the most anxious looking, despite their appearance, when they are sort of going around town.
Oh my. Very
It's
intimidating.
like the dog we fought. Remember the dog? Guys, remember the dog?
It does kind of look like
Yeah,
that.
it did.
Tiny boy
That
version.
That looks like a fucking predator meets like, I don't know, an Egyptian
Like
looking.
the dog we fought.
Now,
It looks
you
like
say you say predator, but look at the teeth.
It's a horse. It's a horse, man.
It's a horse. It's got horse teeth. It's
I have a question. I have a very
Yes.
serious question.
yes.
Oh my god, this is such an important question. Are the
Yes.
eyes the green things, or are they the eyeballs at the top of the mask?
Or what?
Protruding. So that chitinous shell on their face is part of their face. It is a wedge of oblong, smooth chitin, and protruding from this face are 8 gelatinous, shining
Oh
eyes.
my god.
Okay, so the googly eyes, somebody put that on them.
That is what. Oh, you're talking like the 2 at the top.
Yeah.
Oh,
those are googly eyes.
that is a chitinous. That is just chitin ornamentation. Yes.
Pandora
Just hold
feels feels scaroused. I don't know.
Yep. And so the back of the Galoma's head and neck is also coated in black hair with thousands of tiny. Those are also eyes on the neck hair.
Okay, Pandora hides now. Run,
Those
I
running.
was
Those are also eyes.
bioluminescent, Sick, fierce, awesome. Eyeballs, scallop. No.
I don't know
Now-
why this guy's anxious.
The thing
Oh.
is, like, societally, these things are. They know themselves as prey, so they have
Mm.
they have a deep-rooted psychological understanding that they are prey and that all 2-eyed people are predators.
Oh. Oh.
So they have this appearance to protect themselves. They look threatening so that the predator animals will not think they are prey.
Okay.
Pandora trying not to look scared. Ugh. Keep
Now,
a straight
does-
face.
Does Tapman recognize that?
I'm pretty sure with your perception being pretty easy, you would understand that sort of general. It's like, sure, they look threatening, but they have anxiety.
When
like horses.
when you've spent 90 plus years in a tower and you seeing all this new shit for the first time, it's overwhelming. So Pandora's just
No,
standing there
and not to mention-
stiff.
Everything else seems to have 2 eyes, so it's a bit disconcerting. Especially with some of them folks who have big teeth. But we're going to move on from that.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. We're not gonna say hi.
Oh no, I'm just saying some of the new faces that you're seeing around town.
Okay. There's multiple of these.
There are very different types. There's like a small
Hmm.
smattering of those sorts of people now in Bears Bay.
Hell
But
yeah,
now, what we have here is presently Arako walking through on this fine summer day. You've got a bit of a task to do, don't you, Arako?
Arako knows that. Do I?
You've got something in your pocket that needs a place.
I think I'm picking up what you're putting down.
And you
Listen,
have to go
it's been
find
hard.
them. And you have to go find them.
You know where to find
Okay.
them, whoever them is.
I just want to be really clear here. Hi. Can
Yeah.
I talk to you over here, Rocky?
Yeah.
Okay, so just to be clear, you're saying I should find Pandora, or
Yeah.
should I? Okay, just making sure, because like I wasn't sure if I had to like reach out to.
Yeah, no,
anyone.
you're good, you're good. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I
no.
just, okay, cool.
Yeah. This is
Anyway,
the thing. This
sorry,
is the
guys.
thing with the box and the bottle. Yeah, it's that.
Yeah. Okay.
Where's Pandora?
Where would Pandora be at this hour? I think, given the bright day of it, this
She'd
is
be
probably close.
outside.
This is probably outside, maybe skirting somewhere between where the house is and the edge of town.
I think she'd be at her spot next to a tree reading
Yeah.
with Zarzith
Okay.
curled up there, looking over like towards the ocean area, like southward.
Oh, good spot. Good spot. I see it. I see it in my head.
Yeah.
It's a good spot. Yeah, I'm gonna head over there, and the entire time just like kind of stop and pace back and forth a bit and like mouthing stuff and then shaking my head and going no, and then keep walking and then every couple of minutes do that.
Yeah, no, and after like a few times of that, you would get like a big full shove on your back from Balenciaga, like her head in the middle of your back, pushing you steadily forward.
All right, okay. Sorry.
You know,
You're right.
Balenciaga likes to go. Just the start and stop is not her style.
Yeah, just me going back and forth like that is making her super anxious.
And Senator is just there, just sort of watching. It's like he's just getting a walk. That's just fine for him.
Senator's bounding about like a German shepherd.
I mean, they both have their cool new saddles on.
Yeah. All right, I will hop on Senator then, since I have yet to utilize Big Senator.
The barding, yep.
Yeah. So I'm gonna just be like, all right, we're heading that way. This will help me stop pacing.
Yes.
And we come up to where we know Pandora is often chilling under a tree and
Yes.
reading.
Yes.
What time is it?
This will probably be sort of like morning-ish, close to lunch. Like this is about
a
brunch
bad
time.
Yeah, this is not a good time. I'm just
Oh no, it's there's a lot to do for the day because you haven't even asked other folks for the stuff after, so it's gonna take a whole day to do this.
Yeah. I come up to there, hop off Senator, try and be quiet because I don't want to interrupt Pandora's reading.
That is a very good point. Can I get a stealth check
Yeah.
from either you if you hop off or from Senator if you're staying on Senator's back?
No, I'm gonna do it.
And this will be against the Perception DC. Let's see. Perception DC is 27, so you would not be heard on your approach.
I start to walk up. I stop for a second. Get like a little sheepish and like pick a wildflower. And then quietly in that rangery type way.
Yep. Can you give me a roll of a d20, please?
Why are you trying to ruin my moment?
Oh, it's not me that's ruining the moment. Ah, good. Senator is able to understand that you are trying to be quiet and does not bark.
Of course he understands. He's my son. He's my boy. He's my boy son.
It was a 50-50 depending upon if the two brain cells met or not.
That's true. He's generally smart if he has both the brain cells. But yeah, I go into full ranger mode, holding this little dinky ass wildflower. I'm gonna say it looks kind of like a chamomile.
Yep.
And just kind of sneak up over to like right behind Pandora, and then loop my arm around and just put the flower in front of the book, basically.
How would Pandora react? Would this scare the shit out of her? No, she realizes who it is and stops focusing on the words, and then it focuses on the flower, and a smile kind of she smiles. Hey, you.
Hi. What you reading?
It's a love story about blank blankety blank, maybe somebody famous or something back where they're from.
Make up a fake name.
It's just a love story. That's
Is it the one about Brent Herblinger?
yeah, that's the one. I was
famous human guy.
that proposed to the ogre. Yes.
Yes.
That one of the most beautiful ogres. And where do we come
part
from?
2 or part 3 in the series?
This is part 3. I finished part 2 the other day.
No spoilers.
Of course not. She picks up the flower and like puts it into her hair, closes the book, kind of shifts around. Sit.
You know, sits down. I'm gonna pretend that Senator has seen this happen and is now jumping in the way that dogs do in like big fields.
Yep.
Where they just kind of appear and then disappear in like
Yep.
random spots.
Yep.
So
What is Zarzith doing? He's usually curled up.
Zarzith does what he does, so he would be like partly around the tree, but given his size, that's like he's like half around the tree, and then his head is like sort of like right next to you.
So
So like
Pandora,
just on the ground, and he's sort of, there's an
Does
eye
he-
open.
does he sense how Pandora feels right now, which is her heart's pounding because she gave that letter for it was Emmett to give to Rocco, so
Mm-hmm.
she's she's nervous. Her heart's pounding.
Yeah.
But she doesn't know obviously what's about to happen, but
Yep.
yes. They haven't talked about or Rocco hasn't really said anything since that letter.
Correct.
So she's nervous.
busy, damn.
We've been busy, yes. But
Damn.
still, she's nervous because it's just the two of them and their babies. It's the first time they've been alone together since, crazy dungeon and
Mm-hmm.
chaos.
Rocco just sits back, looks out at, the pretty ocean, the view, basically. And, just kind of, takes it in, nice sigh, and says to Pandora, where do you think we're gonna be in 20 years?
Pandora kind of looks out, shifts a little bit, kind of leans closer, like leans against Rocco, kind of staring out into the ocean, like she's deep in thought for a moment, thinking about 20 years. Anywhere you are. I know that for sure.
Even if I'm ancient and old and saggy, I smell bad. I smell like when you leave jam out for a little bit too long, kind of dusty smell. You'd be fine with that?
How old is Rocco now?
38.
She looks over at him. 20 years, you'd still look pretty handsome with some gray and whatnot. Absolutely.
A little salt and pepper right now.
Yeah.
What if I was full gray?
I mean, it'd be a look.
What about giant bags under my eyes? And when
Hey,
I
Rocco.
wiggle my arm, it flaps.
Rocco, she turns towards him and grabs him by the face, both hands,
You
like hands on
smiling
either
this whole
cheek.
time, by the way.
No matter what you look like, all right? You loved me when I was a frostworm, okay?
That was embarrassing. I really tried to give you your moment. I couldn't help
I I don't like to think too far ahead. It feels sad and it also feels right. Like this is where I belong, who I belong with. But of course, 20 years, 40 years, 60.
Man, that's pushing it. He just starts laughing. And he, the smile wipes from his face. And he grabs your hands and kisses them and says, "Are you absolutely sure about that?"
Emmett did give you the letter I wrote, did he not? I swear I'm gonna put.
I got the letter. I'm double
Blushing
checking here.
Blushing now, completely blushing. Okay, good.
I just want to make sure. Is that what you want?
I've never been so sure about anything in the 122 years that I've existed, Irako. It's a long time. And this is
kind of looks over at Balenciaga during this to have her come up.
Mm-hmm. Well, by this point, she would have been draped over one of the branches in the trees, just sort of looking down.
she scuttles down at this point. If you weren't done talking, by the way, Adrian, you can keep going.
That's a no.
Yeah, that's a no. So he just kind of scooches, gets in front of her, goes down on both knees because he's already sitting down. Just kind of props himself up. Reaches into Balenciaga's pouch.
So
pulls
cute.
out the box and says, "Whatever time we have, whether it's a year, 30 years, or 100 years, whatever it may be," cracks open the box. He says, "I want it to be with you."
Pandora's definitely
If that's cool with you.
bottom lip trembling, smiling.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
The box! I know the box!
Yes, but you showed the box, you opened the box, you didn't say what was in the
What
box.
is in the box?
Inside the box, there are 2 rings. One of the rings is silver with a black band in the middle, and the other one is a black band with silver in the middle. Is that right, Rocky? Is that a nice, easy
Correctamundo.
simplification?
So,
Okay.
Pandora wipes a few tears, just smiling, and she says, "You beat me to it. You beat me
Takes
to it."
The black ring with the silver band, takes her hand, puts it on her.
Hand is shaking, by the way. Absolutely shaking.
Oh, his are too. It's fine. It's like a really bad arcade game right now, trying to get the ring on the finger.
Yep.
And then he puts the silver ring with the black band on his finger. And he says, "I think we're gonna have a lot more time together too."
She looks
and-
slightly confused and tilts her head.
That's when Senator sort of comes up and over and nudges sort of with the nose at Urako and just sort of turns off to the side and saddlebag there.
Hmm?
I reach in the saddlebag and I pull out the potion that we got at a previous dungeon. So I've been talking with Emmett
Mm-hmm.
about this particular potion. And with your help, I can extend my life for I don't know how long. I don't know really what the consequences can be from it.
Ooh.
It could be an additional 50 years. It could be a couple hundred. Who knows? I don't know what else will change. But I want to do this because I want to be with you.
Pandora looks conflicted and like places a hand over the one that's holding the potion. And you said consequences? Was Emmett not clear about?
It's not exactly the best science, you know. It's not like cleric magic, okay? It's a little bit more like sorcery magic. So
Emmett is a brilliant wizard. The only wizard I know that I trust him with my life. In fact, if it weren't for him, I wouldn't have a life. So I want you here for as long as possible. I just don't want anything bad to happen.
it won't be bad.
It better not be.
he grabs your chin gently to like divert your face back to him and goes, "It won't be bad because I will be doing it to be with you. And I do anything to make sure that I can be with you and make you happy for as long as possible. So, will you love me if I'm still a worm? You know, I don't think that'll be the case, but
I would. So her hand pulls away from his, the one that's holding the potion, and she nods to him and smiles and, well, I'm ready to spend as many years as this will give us. And hopefully it's a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Rocky, I would have gotten the 411 from Emmett.
Drop of blood.
Drop of blood.
Drop of her blood in the bottle. Give it a
Okay.
shake. Down it.
What? Wait.
So, I take out my sword. And
Now
I just
Pandora looks so confused. Okay, what do you have to do for this? What is happening? What?
I stop moving for a second,
She looks so nervous.
still holding your hand, and I'm just like, do you trust me?
Of course I do.
Okay, this will be the last time that I hurt you. And I take your finger, put on the very tip of the sword, poke it, and I put 1 drop of blood into the potion. And then I shake it really hard because Emmett did not explain the vigorousness of this.
Oh, don't worry. You see that there is a light luminosity as you shake once that blood is added.
Oh, it's a glow stick. Got it.
Mm.
Yeah.
So I'm shaking it really hard then.
Mm-hmm.
And I just hold it up as if I'm cheersing, and I wink,
Mm-hmm.
and I slam it back like a shot.
Okay. Can you give me a fortitude save right quick?
Oh, you're a terrible person.
I am a terrible
You're a
person.
terrible person.
I am a terrible person. Okay. Let's see. Are you fine with that number?
Oh my god.
If you kill me, Rocky. Oh, can I keep the first one?
Yeah, you can keep the first one.
Okay.
Alright, so the taste to you is vile. It is like curdled milk that's been salted, passed through a sieve. It's chunky, it's slimy. It makes you sick, but you have to take down every drop, and as soon as you do, you get this massive migraine of a headache. It's like your whole self feels hot and flush all of a sudden, and there's this ringing in your ears, like tinnitus times 10.
Yeah, this sounds
Before
like
everything,
puberty.
before
Yeah,
everything
this is
just kind of,
exactly what happened when I went through puberty. Yeah. Keep
before
going.
everything just stops and is silent. Your ears still feel kind of sensitive, and like you can feel the air brushing by them a little bit. They sort of like, you know, when you feel like your ears are burning. It's that
Yeah.
sort of feeling. That's done.
I am going to roll a deception so that way it doesn't look as bad as it feels?
Sure. We'll do that against the passive perception here. 24. That is not enough.
I notice.
Oh, yeah.
You definitely notice.
Yeah. It's like one of those situations where it's like, oh, that's just awful medicine. That it's like it's one of those it's like something is occurring. It's
So
uncomfortable, but bearable. It's just like, it's like, oh, it's just like taking a really bad dose of medicine, and it's only happening for maybe like 5 seconds tops, but it feels longer.
I want Pandora to step forward as she's watching, witnessing this. She wraps both arms around him and asks him, "How do you feel? Do you feel like your life has been extended? Do you feel any different?"
I feel nauseous. Is that a thing that
well,
elves and tieflings experience?
well, I didn't have to take a potion for it. But
just kind
yeah,
of starts patting himself all over,
Yeah.
trying to feel any changes.
Yep.
Does the 1 second motion, stands up, turns around, checks down the pants real quick.
You're fine.
Okay, all right.
Pandora's head tilts.
It doesn't seem like anything really changed.
Something has.
Okay, does Pandora see any changes?
Did you turn around and look?
Yeah. If there's a turn to look, and I'll take that 31 in perception as that look as well.
Please tell me I have elf ears. That would be so cute.
You do not have elf ears. Those are way too long.
Pointier?
They are slightly pointier. They have a slight point to it.
That's
Not
sick
as
hell.
pronounced. Not as pronounced as a half elf.
How is
But there's
Rocco wearing his hair? Because usually it's pretty wild. So
well that's why you can
The half
see a
pony.
little
Oh.
yeah.
okay, so that
Like
a hosier
Rocco
kinda half
fills Pandora with two fingers on both ears, pinching at them. Poke, poke,
Yep,
pinch, pinch.
and that is very sensitive and very new and very cold.
What are those? What are
What
those?
is it? Ow!
Look!
Stop! What is it? Ow!
Turn around.
And I just start spinning in a circle. Go, what? It hurts. What?
Look at me. Hold on. And gently moves his hair out of the way. Your ears are a little different. They're not as pronounced as what I'm used to seeing, but that's the only change I see. Otherwise,
Gently
just
touch my ears and it fucking hurts, and I feel
no.
the point.
Yeah, it's not like fully cartilaginous, but it's like that it sort of now goes naturally to that point. It's that extension that is it's like that's not where my ear usually ends.
Oh shit! Oh. I guess it kind of worked.
it suits you. Well, you didn't turn into a
Still love it,
worm. Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
I'm just making sure. I wanted to know. What if my ears were the reason that you were with me?
They very cute ears. But these are cute. These are cute too.
Well,
Aw.
that's
And she tackles him and kisses him passionately and then smiles at him and it's like, I'm looking forward to this with you.
Me too.
What needs to happen now? What do we do? What is
What do we do? What do we do?
What do we do? What do we do?
Well,
They're
you
both
finally
panicking.
got the ask, and now you need to talk to someone about the whole thing that needs to happen. You got the gifts, but you still don't have the bond yet.
Pandora's she's like, what is, I've never
The
seen it.
ceremony.
What is it?
What about it?
What is that?
Who needs to be talked about that?
We have to go to Tapman.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Wait,
So,
Have you talked to anybody about this, by the way?
Yeah, Tapman.
Okay, Tapman, let's go.
Yeah.
The
And,
music.
like, as we're walking, like, we're holding hands, and I'm just like, yeah, I talked with Tapman. I also talked with Emmett.
Oh,
And yeah.
Emmett, huh? What did he say? How did
Well,
that go?
and I'm just like, there's like a PTSD sort of like flashback moment of the uncomfortable, awkward conversation regarding genitals, and I go, nothing. Talked about nothing.
Yeah, we just hear the sort of spring door noise, and that's it.
I guess I have to talk to him myself.
Yep.
Well,
I asked his permission to marry you, even though I said you are an independent woman and I don't need his permission, but, you know, made sure it was fine.
And there's
he
sort of
threatened
like
to kill
there's
me.
Zarzith pulls his head up and sort of just looks at you, Baraka, and just sort of gives a head tilt to one side.
I don't speak dragon. What does that mean?
I'm assuming Zarzith is following along since they're walking along.
Yeah, we're all walking. And
Okay.
Yeah. Yes,
Zarzith,
definitely.
do I
All
notice Zarzith doing this?
Oh, it's more like sort of when he said ask Emmett permission, you know, even though, you know, he's not, and just, yeah, that's when that head sort of rose up and just like, there's that quizzical look, oddly, at sort of that moment in the conversation.
I just kind of like lean to Pandora and go, should I have asked Zarzith if it was cool? I didn't.
Pandora looks
didn't
puzzled
ask.
too. I wonder. And she goes in Draconic. Zarzith.
Yes.
Are you my dad too? Like another dad figure? Does he need it?
Not your father, no.
Mm.
But if we'll have to spend a lot of time with him,
Oh goodness.
notice would be good.
Oh, Rocco. So they stop. She just halts. I'll translate. Zarzith is yeah, well, obviously he's gonna be around as long as I'm around, and as long as you're around. I wouldn't say it's concern. It's like you're marrying him too. I think. I feel like that's what I'm getting.
I just kind of go over to Zarzith and I'm like, hey, listen, this is my own personal bias. I didn't ask Balenciaga and Senator how they felt about this either. I lumped you in with them, and that was not cool of me to do, and I'm very sorry. Obviously, you will have, you know, whatever you need to make you feel comfy living around me, if that's cool. And I'm sorry. Are we good?
And there's a
Turns to
turn.
Pandora.
Yeah. Turn, like both heads turn at the same time.
She translates.
Translate,
She
yeah, translates, goes
translates,
back.
and then
Shit, I thought he could understand common. I don't know why.
also Pandora. She apologizes to him. Zarzith, you know, we're so interlinked. Sometimes I'm sorry. I should have considered I feel like we're so connected that you would have felt how I feel or understood. But yes, so this is what he said. Blah, 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 blah. What do you want me to say to Rocco?
And this will be your response before saying to translate. I understand the feeling, and I know that those feelings were not mine.
Of course.
I am a little insulted that I was compared to be an animal.
I know.
I think I'll leave that part out.
And there's like a little nod with that. But as long as there is an understanding that he will not ride on my back no matter how much he wants to.
Is that what you're concerned about?
I am concerned about expectations.
I gotcha.
Yeah, I translation, etc.
Yep.
I just turn to Zarzith, you know, go whoa. Lumping you in with animals was absolutely wrong. I'm very sorry. I will never ride on your back, nor will I try and feed you some sort of kibble or chain you up outside to a doghouse or anything like that.
No, I would. Not on my watch.
Yeah, I'm making it very clear. I do not see him as an animal. It was a mistake to lump him in with other animals. It was more the idea that he was a completely separate entity, and not that he was an animal. Because I didn't ask Ruck's permission either.
Yeah.
So it's like very much like the reason why I asked Emmett is because Emmett sort of helped raise Pandora in that way, and I just view, you know.
Yep.
Yeah. So I start bumbling through this.
Yeah.
Very much.
It would be. There was a moment just to say. She and I are bonded soul to soul. Without her, I do not exist. I am a part of her, though only a part.
Yeah, that's my bad.
As long as you understand that, and that I will rely on you for some things in future.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. You know,
and then there's just sort of a nod.
Your vessel.
Listen.
Protect her well.
Absolutely.
Pandora says this is ours. I'm sure it'll take time. You and I have had hundred, close to 100 years together. Give him time, Zarzith. I think. I mean, he's gonna be here a while now. So
there's just an off comment in Draconic. New in-laws are always a growing pain.
Wait, how it? Wait. New in-laws.
Yeah, Zarzith is my father-in-law. and my wife-in-law.
Oh.
Pandora's brain is racked with so many questions right now, but yeah.
So, like, Zarzith is you, but is not you.
It's more like he is a consciousness and soul tied to her essence, and is an extension that is able to grant her the powers that you know. He is granting her power in. He is granting her power in exchange for being able to be manifest in the physical realm.
Yeah. So my wife-in-law.
But he's also like his own being, which still wants.
He's not here.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's his own being, but he's only here because of you.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, he's partially my wife.
Dragon waifu.
He's my wife-in-law. He's only my wife by marriage. Wait.
Shall we go find Tapman?
And like I just like I can feel the like disappointment and building annoyance from Zarzith as I'm trying to explain this.
Yeah,
No. Like the reason is because like
the
we're
growing
by
the
marriage.
the growing pains of a new in-law.
Let's Pandora just kind of pats Zarzith down the snout and smiles at him. Let's head on. Let's go find Tapman.
Let us
I feel like
head on.
I feel like during that conversation explaining it to Pandora being like, well, like, yeah, it was my bad, it was my fault. As annoying as it was for Zarzith to hear that, I feel like maybe our relationship improved slightly a little bit more because I said it in the worst, dumbest way possible, but it was true.
Yep.
It's like, oh, he does get it. Oh, okay. He's an asshole and an idiot, but he gets it. Yeah. Move on, we go
I love this. I love this.
Moving on.
Married to fucking Pandora and Zarzith as long as she's alive. That's great.
Now.
He's my dragon-in-law.
probably a bit before all that, or maybe around the same time frame, we have Tapman is out and about, not in town, but having a walk amongst fields and grass.
Can we sneak up on him?
Oh no, you don't know where he is. This is sort of
Oh.
like, this is separate. This is
Mm.
separate. I'll let you know.
Okay.
And Tapman has a particular quest that he's a bit thinking of today. Isn't that correct?
That is correct, yeah.
So probably a few hills over, that little distance away, where are you approaching, Tap?
So I'll be headed up to Rockwell's house, just across the water.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, nobody's home, but that's all right.
Yeah.
I take a quiet stroll around the back of the house,
Mm-hmm.
and as I do so, I kind of speak with plants.
Of course.
And I step forward and I introduce myself to Rockwell's house. And I ask what they would prefer to be called.
We can't quite hear you. The windows are closed.
Ah, I see.
Is the door unlocked, Arako?
Yeah, I feel like to make sure that whatever improvements can be added to the house, um, various like stonemasons and stuff putting in things, the doors would be unlocked.
Yes.
Okay, so I try the door and I step
Yep.
inside.
Yep.
And I ask again.
And you hear sort of the voice beckon from a certain way, closer to the center of the house, where the two trees are entwined.
Oh, the two trees.
Mm.
I hadn't realized there were a pair of you. My apologies. How shall I refer to each of you?
Rocky's just quickly Googling.
I am making a name here.
This is the name of a literal treehouse.
Oh,
My
yeah,
name is Tree.
we are Kirta and Mala.
Kirta and Mala, pleasure to meet you. Are you familiar with me?
Together, we are Koti.
Koti. So would you prefer I refer to you as Koti?
Koti is what we are.
Fantastic. Do you recognize me? Are you familiar with me at all? I've been around a little bit.
We know of you.
Great.
You were there during our growth.
That's true.
With the tenders.
Absolutely. I've shared quite a time with Rockwell and Pandora, and I'm quite interested in your perspective on how things are going. Is there anything disrupting my friend's harmony?
No. They seem to be taking their time, but together their branches grow.
Great news. Glad to hear that.
Soon, They will be like Kieta and Mala. To be Koti.
And they've asked me to take part in that ritual to make that so.
We know they will be. And they will be Idesa. They will be Isa and Aita. We can see. Our
Fantastic.
branches grow far. And there will be many.
Many. Fantastic news. Now, do you have any insight on how I can best make that ritual special for each of them?
For you, we know you walk the way that we feel. You must find the balance of the green, where the moon is most full and the day is most long. It will not be soon, but within a year. Summer next year.
Summer solstice. Understood.
The solstice under the full moon.
Fantastic.
But those tenders will know what must be done and given to make it the greatest flow of that magic. They will know, and you may ask. There is time still. You perceive it differently than Koti does.
That's true. That's really all I wanted to know from you today. But I am curious about one more thing. If one were to take one of your branches and plant it elsewhere, would you grow a new home?
There would not be another Koti, no. That
Just a
was
cute.
tended and cared for.
Yes, I was there for that process. It was quite an ordeal. That makes sense. Is there any assistance that you would need since we're talking?
They have been doing what they have been. But if there is anything they can do, it is for them to bring flowers that may roam these steps.
More flowers, got it.
You know, in that connotation, it's not literal flowers.
Yep. I think if there's anything I didn't cover.
Yeah, and I think Koti will sort of end with one last thing. For it to be the greatest thing for them, and for it to be that which you cross and walk that line for, it must be of sun and moon, earth and sky, flame and water, wood and steel, in balance. Great things together then. The tenders will know.
We will make it so. We.
Wee!
So that does mean sort of being able to sort of head out and see what that might mean. And as you are sort of heading out of the house after speaking with Koti, just past that first hill rise, you do see 5 heads sort of peek over that hill as you are stepping out the door. And Arako, Pandora, Tatman's at the house.
Am I watching him walk out of my house that my wife hasn't even seen?
No, you just see him sort of standing in front of that house.
With the door wide open?
Did you close the door behind you, Tap?
I did
Be
close the door
honest.
behind me.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright.
I'm civil.
But yeah, no, it looks like he was. It looks like, you know, as he's sort of going around, you probably are still talking to some of the plants in the local area as well.
It's
And-
gorgeous. What?
Yeah, so basically what I've done here is we got sort of an A-frame type roof. I know it doesn't snow here that often, but I just figure, you know, more upward. What?
Koti
What
has an
is-
A-frame roof.
Uh,
Koti.
I
Tatman,
correct.
Koti? What? What? Huh?
huh?
Who's that?
Oh, that's your house.
It has a name?
They have a name, yeah.
That
You hold up. You talked to my house.
Yep.
How?
They're fine people.
should we introduce
I do
ourselves?
not elaborate.
Um.
I'm just standing outside of the house. Hello, house. I'm Arako. I will be inside you.
Beeman, Tatman will sort of know that the plant will not understand. So it's like you had sort of a conduit to be able to understand and speak with it.
I have
Just
this
more-
conduit for 8 hours. Can I intermediate a conversation between them?
Oh no, Koti has said their piece.
Okay.
Hi. Hello, tree. Hi.
We also don't know if they can't really hear us. From
Yeah, sort of.
outside. So I'm
Yeah.
trying to bully Tatman into being like, no, they can't hear you from out here. So
Yeah.
that I'd be like, oh, you had a conversation with my house inside of it, huh? I'm trying to catch you, but you're too smart. Yeah, we're just introducing
Yeah.
ourselves now to this house.
Yeah. I'm sure Tatman will tell the distinguishing point because without that sort of conduit of magic, it's a case that they would feel your presence and understand the vibrations, and you know, they can't tell anything else, so they just understand your presence and the vibe.
I would explain that much.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would break that down for him so he doesn't spend his whole life in the house like, are you listening, house? Did you hear? Cover your ears, house.
I would do that. And I turn to Pandora and Tatman and go, all right, do you guys want to check out the inside?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Pandora climbing the tree and failing. Nope.
Oh, it's not.
I know.
Like, it's just a house. but it's just alive. So I open the front door, and there's this beautiful, almost like a loft-style living room, and in the middle of the living room is these two trees intertwined around each other, growing, upward, up
Wait.
to the loft area.
Wait.
It's a standard house.
I know.
It's just a
We
house.
talked about we've exchanged pictures and whatnot. I was just, for some reason, my thought was, where's Fruct? I feel like
Ruck
he needs
is
to be
not
here.
Ruck is
I want him to see
doing Ruck
Tam.
stuff.
Fruct stuff.
We'll get Fruct. It'll come here at some point.
Okay. Show me more. Let's
We'll
go.
check out the house. He's not going to be as excited about it as you are. This is your house.
It's our house.
Oh.
It's a very, very, very fine house.
No.
I was already making it when you said that.
No, I feel so bad. You're gonna do some cool Fruck shit, and then you're like, I don't think you want to care about this house. I don't. Oh, now I feel bad. Anyway, I walk around the beautiful house and feel bad, and there's a spiral staircase going up to the loft area with these big picture windows.
Pandora is thinking about Fruct, honestly, in this moment. Like, that's why I vocally expressed that. Like, she's wondering about Fruct.
Now I feel bad.
Wait,
I did a quick tour, basically. I'm rushing through because you feeling bad
Oh,
now.
I will read that out, and I will go and find.
no,
Fruct.
I was
Well-
about to say, Pandora would whisper to Tapman, can you go find Fruct real quick before we keep going? Hurry. Can you go, like, freaking, I don't know, dive bomb meteor at him? Go.
Well, there is something you need to tell them that Koti told you.
Shit, what I miss?
The ritual for the time of it, for it
Oh,
to be
yes.
special for them.
But I wouldn't bring that up. I would wait for Rocco to bring that up. And if the first thing is happening that I need to go get Rucked, I'm
Yeah,
gonna go get
no,
Rucked.
no,
Yeah,
that
okay.
needs to, yeah.
We're
so,
gonna
yeah.
retcon this. So,
Yeah.
as like we're walking in, basically, I just turn to Tapman and just kind of give a wave to show the ring, and then put my hand on Pandora's hand and like hold it up to kiss it so it shows off her ring, making very awkward sort of eye contact to try and be like, it is done.
Yeah. So
Fucking gay.
so through that, I will bring to Arako's attention the timing of the matter. Now, I say this in a way that Pandora can't really see or hear what I'm saying. I just kind of let that fly as I'm on my way out the door to go get our boy.
Yes,
Okay.
Fruct must be here.
All right, so instead of showing off the inside, we're gonna retcon all of that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'll show you around like the grounds, basically,
Okay.
and just point out, the willow tree and the garden plots. The
And I've got
Zebo
Harriet,
and all that
and
stuff.
I just hop
Yeah.
on Harriet and haul ass.
Yeah. That's exactly how Harriet should be used. Harriet has the mount ability.
Cue the
She's-
chocobo
she's
riding
heavy mounted.
music.
Yeah, cue that. Well, before we do actually do any of that,
Wee-woo.
we can take our break in the middle.
Ah,
We've already been going for about an hour 20,
oh my
and there's still
goodness.
more to do.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, to be fair, a lot of that was talking shit and laughing.
yeah.
A little bit.
I'm good
but-
on a break. I'm still good to go.
Yeah, no, I just need a quick
Get your-
break
get
to
your
grab
break.
a drink.
Yeah, get your break.
Get your drink.
Get me a drink.
Did you just make that on the fly?
I was literally typing in the second part of it when you said that. And I was like, fuck, man, she beat me to it.
You good?
No.
My
Genuinely don't feel bad.
well, I don't feel bad. Pandora, like, honestly, like, after that and seeing Tapman and noticing Vruck not there, she literally just, it popped in my head that should have thought of his absence.
It's completely fine because Vruck is busy.
Oh. Vruck doesn't know it, but he's BFF. He doesn't know it yet. All right.
Also, side note, I am fully prepared to spread democracy.
Hell yeah.
Cool. Let's see. Just because of the moment, I will be going for a more adult beverage.
Should we all grab adult? Wait.
No,
I
no.
don't
This
have any.
this is
Aw.
for me. This is just for me. All right, 12 ounces. How much whiskey should I put with this?
Excuse me, just for you, I have vodka. My
Yes,
friend,
but I need you to be cognizant when we get to your point.
Excuse me,
Incorrect.
I'm
Always two
perfectly
fingers.
fine to have a shot.
No, you're not.
What? All right, Dad.
I'm saying no because there's going to be something a bit complicated for yours. And I want you to be fully sober for this.
All right.
Please, I ask you. You can take the shot after all you please.
Okay. I'll wait. I'll hold off.
Okay, so
One shot's not gonna. All right.
trust me. Trust me.
Alright.
It's heavy.
All right.
Okay. Fluid ounces. Here we go. 12. How many would I want to put with this? Yeah. Yeah, I think just 2. 2 is fine. 2 feels like a lot already. It's a lot, trust me.
What you drinking?
I am getting some apple whiskey and Sprite together.
Hot apple whiskey.
Crown Royal apple whiskey.
Crown Royal.
It smells like apple juice. It smells like an apple soda.
I've heard it's deceiving.
Oh. It's very good. All honesty. I'll bring it to the cabin if I still have some. I probably will. Oh. Yeah, that's like apple soda. Are we gonna get more memes, is the question. As we go.
Like, my
Now,
money's
what?
on.
We'll probably see. We'll see. I will at least load up the next portion because I know everybody had something in mind when they wanted to do things. Ooh, that is strong. I could have probably had half as much in there. This will be good for the creative juices.
Oh, does it ruin your cognizance?
No,
Hmm.
I am just nervous as fuck.
What? Same?
All right, have a shot then.
Thanks for your permission, Rocky. Appreciate it. I already had a shot because I know my cognizance and state of mind. I'm good.
Yeah, we have all of Ruck's part to sober up through, and give me a second.
It's a little shot. It's
I
gonna
need-
be fine.
Yeah, no, I need to find something from your notes actually.
Hey, real quick.
Yeah.
Adrian,
Mm-hmm.
What was the thing that you were struggling to say earlier?
Jiggly
Nope.
physics. Jiggle figure.
Nope. Sorry,
Jiggle
sorry, what was it?
physics.
Jizzle?
Jizzle,
physics?
jizzle physics. Wait, why? Why do you
You're
want?
doing so good. You're doing
Oh.
so good, bestie. You're doing
I love
amazing,
it.
sweetie.
Yeah. My tongue. I hate you. My tongue. Oh my god. Not you. I was talking to my tongue.
I just love the idea. Like, I am absolutely in control of my cognitive. It's just like
This is me sober.
yeah,
Fucking
I know.
A.
That's the fucking wildest part.
That's the lore.
Oh shit. White
No.
cran peach is fucking delicious. So good. But
Why
anyway,
not
anyway,
have it?
cheers. And watch me like have
Our recap. There we are.
never mind.
Mm?
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 What were you saying?
Nothing. Nothing. I will be able to say jiggle physics when I get buzzed. Have a buzz. When I have myself a buzz. Jizzle physics. Ah.
You're doing so good.
I think from here on out, it will now be jiggle physics will be now known as jizzle figgets.
Just so bigots. Which, frankly,
Come back, and the first thing I hear is another slur.
yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I
shame.
don't think that you qualify for using that slur. I can say
What?
it.
Listen. I am queer. All right. I am
Yeah,
gay.
but you're queer in the sense of like Subaru. Like, you know,
What?
you're queer in the sense of Subaru. You're not queer in the sense of like sickening. You know?
Oh!
Like I'm not saying you're not sickening. You are. You slay. Yes, queen. But also, you don't got nothing to talk, bestie.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm hurt.
So if you're gonna be jizzling on some nuggets, like I feel like you need to have
Mm.
the equipment
Yeah.
required for jizzling
Uh,
on said figgets.
Okay. All right.
I mean,
making
all
this
you
up.
need is just a little kit, and you can just easily
A little
jizzle
kit?
as
Are
easily.
you gonna fucking bust out the shiwi to jizzle on my figgets?
Oh my god. Rocky!
This is a sentence that would put a
Mhm.
Victorian child in a coma.
They'd probably be
None
like,
of
what
these words
language
are
is
in the
this?
Bible."
What language is this?
This would get you burnt at the stake in Salem.
It really
Worth.
would. Busting out the shiwi to jizzle on my figget.
Yeet.
That sentence is
Walmart.
why the Pilgrims came over to North America.
To do more oppression.
What is life?
Not exactly too much at this point. But sounds like Travis is back, Bean's back, Adri back.
Bitch, I never
Yes, he's
left.
back.
I walked away to get
Cappers.
a
Back
drink.
again. Yeah, I never
Oh,
left.
Okay.
Well, actually, I did to get vodka. To be rebellious.
We've got our bits and bobs.
Yeah.
Let us move on to the next portion here. Where we are starting next is actually all the way back in town. Where, given new information and the intent that is understood with Fruct, is to pretty much have a check that everyone is ready, just in case. And that leaves Rux to go through the port, ensure everything's just fine, and is going to get to see the new arrivals.
I get to make friends with a bat, crossbow boy, and you guys don't.
Bleh. Brrrr. This is what we get for leaving Vrucht out, damn it.
But yeah, pretty much you're seeing, folks come in, come around. You'll see probably hopping from a little bit place to place. They don't fly on their own. They are 1 feet tall and they are moving around the traffic of people. And same can be said with the Gripply sort of finding their spots, though they're able to leap a bit better to places, and the anxious Galoma, just trying to be out of the way and not too much into the flow of people, all in their own little separate spots.
Are they all here for trade and they're going back, or are they staying? Do I know?
They're sort of like they're kind of staying actually. This is after sort of hearing a lot of sort of what's been going on, and sort of things are finally opening up at Victory's Vigil. After their bit of an embargo, these are some folks that are kind of interested in having a look outside of things.
I think I would start by going to the little bat boy
Uh-huh.
and just introduce myself. Like, do you need help? Do you need a ride getting somewhere around?
And the little bat will sort of look way up. Ooh, that's a tall one. And sort of will take a moment to climb up onto some things to try to get a little bit more to your height. So it's mostly just like climbing up boxes until they're able to sit on the edge. Sort of their hood back. The Paco is just taking a look at everything here. There's a lot to see. Very different from the swamp. So open. A lot of sun.
Yeah, it's not quite. It's some.
You're
So,
breaking up a little for me, Travis.
yeah.
Hit
I
your
don't really know
router with the break.
what to make this thing, because it's not as cute as LSG. Hang on a second.
Mhm. Two-minute moment as whatever's going on is fixed. Heckin' Beckel. Gang. It's a bit hard to believe.
Mm.
It's gonna happen. Thursday.
Shut up. I'm walking away. I'm flying on a Boeing, alright? We'll see if I make it there.
I will be sure to put in the full
I-
suit if things happen.
If I fucking die in a plane crash.
You
because
stop it.
door ripped out.
No.
Or fucking wing fell off because
Stop
Boeing
this.
decided to fire all the people that like do maintenance
Ugh.
and QA and shit. I need all of you. Maybe censor this when before you upload it. But like, I need all of you to make the executives over at Boeing be very afraid, like they used to be during like the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory situation. You know what I mean? Make them a little scared. And by that I mean
can
make
do that.
them very scared. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I can work with that.
Like, I'm gonna be glad that I don't have to pay bills anymore, should that occur. But I'm also not big on the fact of like how that occurred and how I had no
I'm all
say.
for escaping capitalism, but shit, man.
Yeah, I want to escape capitalism on my own terms, and one of those terms is not in a fucking plane crash. Thank you. That would be sick. So yeah, just if that happens, just show up at their houses with like a guillotine or something. That would be fun.
Yeah,
And that's
definitely.
in Minecraft. That's in Minecraft. That's a joke. I would never suggest anything like that. Anyway.
Viva la revolution.
Yeah, in Minecraft. In Minecraft.
Indeed.
Welcome back, Traverino. No, it's kind of worse now.
Noise coming through, but it's not words or English in any way, shape, or form.
Seriously?
Now it is.
There you go.
Okay. I had to switch computers.
Okay. Well. Oh yeah. But yes, that is how the little bat sprite had addressed the situation. Just Lapaco is here to sort of have a look around. It's very open, not as many trees, very open and bright. Very different from the swamp.
So, what's your plan, little one? Are you gonna stick around?
Lapaco will probably see what there is. Maybe find a good spot up high. Good spot to stay. Maybe adventuring a little here.
Unfortunately, it sounds like you came here at the right time for that.
Oh.
I mean, ideally, everything's gonna be fine, but there's some things happening here.
Well, Lapaco will lend aid where Lapaco can. And just hold up the crossbow. Lapaco's a really good shot. Good eyes.
Do you have any other tricks up your sleeve?
Sort of takes a pause and, brings their arm up, sort of has a look in their sleeve. Is lint a trick?
Right, I had to run. I couldn't get logged into the tabletop. Ruck would just kind of like do a little bit of a chuckle and be like, "It's nuts." Not exactly what I meant.
Lapaco is a good shot.
Do I have an idea of like where would be a good like high up place for him in town?
There are some particular buildings that do have sort of like some higher towers. uh, that would sort of. There are some belfries here and there that Mike could use a bat.
Okay. Are the other two new arrivals nearby as well?
Relatively nearby, yeah.
Okay. I think I'd go to the Gripply next.
Mm-hmm.
First I'd go to Wapaka, like, and kind of like lean my shoulder. He's like, "You want to hop on? Make this easier for yourself?"
Oh, that'll be so easy. And just hops right over.
And then I would go to the Gripply. Kind of same thing. Introduce myself and Wapaka. Like, I guess I'm kind of a welcoming committee. Are you here to stay? Are you here for trade?
And there's a sort of pause and a look. A place to call home. While the swamp does have its benefits, there is something in my culture that a river is much more beneficial to health.
We have a river. I'm happy to show you to it. See if we can find you somewhere to settle down.
A good stream. Perhaps to maybe make a ferry business upon it.
Yeah, we definitely need that.
Then I will take time in future, once I am settled. A ferry needs a lot of trees.
Yeah, we got those too. And a lumber mill. Some trees apparently turn into houses, but I wouldn't really know very much about
Ow.
it.
Yeah, damn it.
What's your name, friend?
I am Mora Kalan.
Good to meet you, Morkalan.
Just
Are you
Mora.
also... Oh, Mora. You're also a good shot, I guess? Being the bow on him.
It is good for me on hunts, but I do prefer the sling at times. I do very well to skip rocks.
Okay. I'm about to show this one. See if we can find him a good spot. Do you want to come with?
I think I can find the river pretty well on my own, but if you can point me towards the mill, I can introduce myself to the lumber folk. Get some ideas spoken.
And I point him in that direction. Is Brock sent you.
I will know your name.
And then I head over to the predator horse.
Yes.
And walk very slowly.
Oh, they are. They are very aware of your presence.
Would I have ever like dealt with one of these kind of creatures before or anything?
No, absolutely not. This is native to the island.
Okay. But then I think that like actually here's what we're gonna do. You just go ahead and say actually. Here's what we're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna say that yeah, I would be able to kind of see that like okay, this is prey animal acting.
Yeah.
And just very slowly and like arms kind of like out to my side a little bit more and like hands open.
Yep.
Walk towards him, and like a little bit of a distance away.
Yes.
And say hello. I'm Rucked. What brings you here?
There is a sort of a speaking to them seems to cause like a flinch, and you see sort of there's a like a head turn and sort of a looking at you all up and down as you can kind of see those sort of glistening eyes just sort of all take you in. You're finding a space for our own.
Okay. Are you running from something?
No, just staying safe so we may have our craft.
What's your craft?
We scrimshaw.
How many of you are there that you're looking space for?
Just us. Just us.
Breck will look around and see if he's talking about anybody.
No, it seems to be a specific us. Singular us.
I don't think Breck would detect that.
Yeah.
He's like, you and who? How many?
Me, myself, I.
You and whose army?
Oh, okay. This one is what's the bat guy's name again?
Lepaco.
Lepaco. This is Lepaco. He's also looking for a new spot. I was gonna help him. Would you want help in finding you a good spot?
A place
Show
that
you
is
around?
open. A place open, flat, easy to see all around.
Yeah, we have some flat land around outside of town.
Mm.
And grassy, if that's what you need.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm heading into town. If you'd like to join, you're welcome.
We'll keep an eye.
If you need anything, simply find me.
You were easy to see.
And Breck does his kind of laughing grunt at that.
And there's a flinch at that grunt.
Sorry. You're safe here. In fact, I protect this place. Me and my friends.
It's new. It takes time to know what is safe.
Understandable. And then he will walk backwards a couple of steps and then turn to leave.
Yep.
Head into town.
Yes. One of the belfries that you know is actually closer to the edge of town near one of the scrapyard sites.
I think on the way as well, I would ask Lepaco, other than shoot things, what does he do? What is he looking to accomplish here?
The Paco is best at exterminating pests. Can get places where most can't. You know,
That makes sense.
'cause, so short.
Okay. Do I know of any particular place that has any kind of a pest problem?
Well, the junkyards would.
Okay. Yeah, we probably head there first then.
And upon sort of seeing sort of the area and a good vantage point, thereof, like, oh, that is good. That is good. Good spot for bats. Can talk with them, and looks like rats around too. Very good. Ah, the Paco will get off here.
The junkyard, is that Pembroke's? It still?
Not Pembroke's, but it is key to a particular goblin. And you are hearing some quite curious noises from that direction.
Yeah, I would say to Apocalypse, like, you want to meet the guy who runs this thing? He's a weird goblin.
We'll have a look outside before.
Okay. But then I would go figure out what these noises are.
Yep. The junkyard itself, it's mounds and mounds, almost a maze in of itself. Piles of refuse and things that had been used, broken, misused, put back together, but just given no home. It's a large collection. And I'll be needing a perception check for you to see exactly how long it might take before you find the source of the noises. Not too long, actually. It takes a little bit of navigating to get through, but eventually you are able to find sort of like a little duck under hollow. And something that leads to like a wider ring clearing. So this whole wide area is surrounded by junk that is like 2 stories tall. But inside you see this crazed little goblin sort of going along this large cylinder, sort of running their hands over it, smacking a hammer into some parts, going between barrels and other things to stuff it into sort of the end of things. They seem to be tinkering with this large object that looks to be like the size of a small boat. And it's the strangest thing.
And Breck would just like walk up and wait to see if the goblin's gonna notice him.
And the sort of it's going through back and forth. It's like it's paying you no mind until the one point where you are like really close to it and like you would be in the way of it. And it pauses and looks up. And it grins wide with those pointy teeth, and it sort of holds up a barrel at you. Kezo.
Huh?
And sort of just shaking the barrel up at you. Kezo. Kezo.
Do not speak common.
Kezo.
I'm gonna take that as a no. What do you need me to do? Is he he's pointing at a barrel?
He's hefting a barrel up towards you.
I guess I'd take it.
Yep. And he goes back, grabs another one, and hefts it up towards you. And comes back with another one and just sort of waddles as he's carrying it. It's like, Kezo, Kezo! And just sort of waddles off in a direction, so looking. I was like, Kezo, Kezo!
Let's follow him.
Yep. And you're seeing around this thing, and can you give me another perception check as you are holding these barrels? It's sort of a dry smell, but it's like softly of eggs. But it's like these barrels are filled with dust of some form, and so like that slight dust sort of exuding through the cracks is sort of catching your scent. It's like charcoal and eggs in terms of a scent. It's very strange. But as soon as you're I will need a crafting check from you.
Oh hell yeah, dude! I had nothing to crafting.
You've got absolutely no idea to what this is.
Why does this goblin have sand egg?
But as soon as sort of like he's motioning down with the rest of the barrels. You see he's going through and opening the top of a barrel, scooping in, and taking out this very dark sand-like substance, putting it into like some smaller tubes and slowly packing it into the tube with like a small rod and popping it to the end, and then putting it into another portion of the cylinder where you see like there are hundreds and hundreds of these little tubes in the back of the cylinder. And they just seem to be
hell is this?
smiling and humming to itself. You can give me a crafting check to try to understand what you're seeing here, or engineering lore.
I don't have engineering lore, but I have labor lore.
Labor lore. Labor lore could apply here.
So yeah, that's way better than +0.
Okay. This looks to be a particular arrangement. A very specific arrangement in order to... Whatever he's packing into these tubes is supposed to occur all at once from a single trigger. Whatever their purpose is. And it is a very slow labor for a very complex mechanism. And having a look at this goblin and how ragged they look, how wild they look, little bits of hair, jagged, odd ends, slightly burnt, they look to be probably some form of crazed inventor. And this is probably whatever their magnum opus is. Some form of mad genius residing in the junkyard. And all they can say is Kezo.
Rex would like try to get his attention and say, "Show me."
And sort of he'll take you by the hand and drag you off to another spot, and then you see a small little cylinder, and he'll take and he'll take some of these like much smaller tubes and sort of pack them into this small little cylinder, and then you'll see you see him point off to a spot like behind some junk. Kezo, and sort of like motion for you to go that way.
I guess I'll go.
And then sort of he tinkers with that little small rocket, probably only about the size of, 2, maybe 3 soda cans tall. And he'll eventually mess with it, flick a thing on the mechanism, and there's like a low hiss, and he starts running that way and sort of peeks barely over the eyes over the top of the pile, and then there's just a pause as there's just this low hiss, the sound of settling junk. Then you hear a whistle, and a bang. There is a flash to your senses, and you see that streak of fire, that little cylinder flying off into the sky until it's just a blip and a trail of smoke. Kezo.
And it just flies off. Nothing else happens.
Just flies off. No bang, no light show. Just straight up until it's out of sight as the wind blows away the smoke.
Just look at him again and goes, "The hell is this? What is the purpose of this?"
And then he points over to the big cylinder. Kezo.
Does the cylinder hat look like it has like a door or anything like that someone would get in it?
Not in it, no. But it looks like there's a groove partially on top of it. The proportions are about right. The shape is a little bit different, but the proportions are about right.
You gonna try to fly in this thing?
And then that's when you see a fiery sparkle in their eyes and the widest, toothiest grin you've ever seen. Kezo.
You know, there's easier ways to kill yourself, right?
Kezo.
If you point those things down and then at something, that also would be way more useful.
And there's just a way of that. Kezo. Kezo. And just like he goes up and he starts pushing you away. Kezo. Kezo. Kezo.
Is he like pushing me away, or?
Yeah, no, just pushing you back to the way you came out of the garbage pile.
Yeah, Ruck's patience is gone. He absolutely doesn't need to be pushed very much,
Yeah.
and will happily leave. I don't need fucking Terra Monstorum space program.
Uh,
Oh.
Little queso. But by the time sort of you're sort of out there and you see sort of Lipaco is sort of getting their own way. And sort of they seem to be quite happy with what they're trying to do. So they're settling it. But this is when you see a big green feathery form start running into town.
Is it Harriet?
It's Harriet
Hi.
with Tapman astride.
He said he's going in towards town?
Oh, pretty much trying to find. Looks like they're searching, and at the moment they spot you, they beeline towards you. And I'll say that Senator is in tow, given the
Just, like,
speed
walk out towards them
that they go.
and then drop to a knee to pet Senator.
Yeah, and Senator is actually kind of, as you're petting, the head keeps going under and trying to get under and throwing you onto the back, onto the barding saddle.
I think Ruck would look at it and look at Tabman and be like, seriously?
Come on, bud. Yeah, we're going to Rocco's.
Okay. And Rux will absolutely not get on Senator. And
Oh,
he
no,
say,
Senator's
Senator
not
will-
letting you choose.
No. He will try to get under your legs each and every time to get you onto his back.
He's very German Shepherdy in that way.
Rux will very begrudgingly do this after he realizes that Senator won't let him just run with him.
Yeah.
How
And
big
this
is
is at the-
Senator? Oh my god.
Senator
He
is the
big.
size of a
Boy, man.
horse.
Oh,
Yeah,
He's a
fucking
big boy
A.
now.
He's large.
Oh.
He's big enough to not give an option.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is big enough, and if I were to take a quick peek right at the moment, yeah, about as strong as Ruck in this very moment. And
I think
Ruck-
also Ruck would just
Yeah.
look at Tab and be like, is everything okay? What is happening? What's wrong?
Oh, yeah, man,
Use
good
this
time.
moment. No. Hold on. Before you answer, consider the possibility of using this moment to scare him. If that is something that is in line with Tapman's philosophy, I'm just saying, take a moment to think before you answer, and then
You see, as entertaining as that would be, Chapman is a very direct individual.
Yeah, he's
And
that's
he would
super.
not. He would not dissuade from what's happening. He's
Okay.
already excited
Oh.
that he got
Chapman
to
does not
talk.
take the piss.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
he does not.
I mean,
He's like,
he
yeah, man,
does.
everything's good. We're getting to see more of the house.
Just a heads up, we might need to find someone else to work at the junkyard pretty soon.
What's that about?
Pretty sure the goblin's gonna try to go into this guy.
Okay, well, if we've already got an employee, we might as well put their skills to use.
Shouldn't we try to stop him from killing himself?
Why?
Good question. Let's go.
The ride is very much different than riding on a horse. And it feels like a lot more smooth. Like it's not that sort of jump, but it's sort of like that sort of wave form of movement. As Fruct is moving along, with Senator being that sort of full move, fast sprint kind of situation. And you are eventually taken out of town and to the house.
When we get there, Rux will immediately go to Rocco, say, I liked Senator better when he couldn't push me around.
I think the order was to fetch Vrucht, and that's probably what happened.
Sounds like he did what he was supposed to.
Given that Senator has a 40-foot land speed.
You're saying you didn't enjoy the ride? What?
Rux doesn't even like using the horses, but understands the necessity.
Mm-hmm.
Rux likes to be on his own two legs.
Mm-hmm.
You're saying you would pass up a ride on Zarzith? Would you pass up a ride
He's
on
hyper
Zarzith?
aware of labor animals and their plight. What I'm gathering.
It's that, but also he just really doesn't like not being in control of where he's going.
Ah. So
And I
it's
think
just
the
me.
idea that Zarzith would like take flight, absolutely Rux would not be anywhere near riding him.
Oh, that's good. Beans, are you there? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm here. Just getting text messages at the same time. My brain can't do two things at once. What's going on?
Of course. Everyone's there.
Everyone's
Vrucht
here.
approached you, I think.
Gang's all here.
Sorry, it's like there's conversations about big dogs and stuff. I was the text messages.
Yep.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the house. It's
Nice place. It's a very,
Yeah,
very, very fine house.
Thank you. Good reference.
Yes.
So I walk everyone up. There's a nice little porch in the front. Walk in through the front door. Again, it's a nice open loft area. Spiral staircase going up to a loft. There's built-in bookshelves, a picture window up at the loft area, and like the banister is this big, swirly, curvy sort of vine-looking banister. Big fireplace, more big windows, tree in the middle of the living room, and then kitchen that has a big circular window that's stained glass or whatever. I guess it's cellulose or something. I don't fucking know. Or is real glass.
It would be amber.
Amber. Well, it's gotta be purple and green because that's what Pandora wants.
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
It's just dyed amber, naturally dyed amber.
And it's sentient! Pandora says out loud. Magic!
Like a nice bedroom, and then there's like a little, smaller room that's gonna be a guest room or a nursery or whatever. I had to do it in the John Mulaney voice. It's a nice, beautiful
Like
home.
Tronado said.
Yeah. Over and over again.
Uh-huh.
Root cellar, you know, and I'm like talking about how, you know, we can add other things on as we go because it's a living house and, you know, other
Guest
stuff
rooms
and-
with hammocks.
yeah. The guest room is going to have hammocks in it. We have a guest room, so we can throw some hammocks in there. And then windows looking out to the back where you can see the willow tree and the river. And then the living gazebo and the vegetable gardens. There's a nice little like winding path through there. And it's really nice. It's just showing off the whole beautiful home and how excited I am.
And there's probably a question to ask as well, now that Vrucht is here.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be like basically my best man, right? Is there a fancy name for it? He's gonna participate in the thing.
Listen,
but
here's
he's
my
not doing the main thing.
here's my view on this is that Pandora has no idea how this is gonna work at all.
Now,
So
what's going to happen is Tapman knows is that he's going to conduct the ritual. And there will need to be 2 other folks that need to help with this ritual.
first and foremost, Vrucht, hi, hello. Pandora holds out her hand and grabs Arako's. This is what do we call this? We're getting married? Yeah.
We're getting married. Yeah.
Hi. Yeah. I wanted you here before we looked around and stuff and wanted to tell everybody. Yeah. Tapman knew already. Secrets.
Yep. Well, Tapman will be able to explain the ritual. The ritual is known as a heart bond ritual, where it is the primary caster of this ritual will be sort of assisting in the bonding of these 2 hearts. So they are known as a heart weaver. The 2 individuals will be acting as secondary casters to these checks, and they must share genuine affection for each other. There is a tertiary role in order to witness the heart bond ritual, to understand that everything is seen and known, and they are known as a bond smith. To act as a witness to said bond, and to be able to, in knowing, have that bond be forged further in the hearts of those who have that genuine affection.
Pandora eyes Vrucht because there's a lot of talk of ritual and magic and stuff that she knows he's very generally put off by, and waits for like some sort of like reaction or response. She's trying to gauge like
Wait, that would be Tapman explaining all of that?
Yes.
Okay, so he definitely would look at Tapman dead in the eyes and say, "Do I have to do magic?"
No.
You just have to be there.
No magic will be done to you.
But the presence is very important.
We do need you there.
Part of the magic.
We need you there.
I need you there.
We both said it. I
need you there. And then we just kind of look at each other like,
You see Ruck take a deep breath, turn from looking at Tapman to look at the 2 of you, and you hear just the low grunt. I will happily do this thing.
Did you guys hear how excited he was?
Yeah, he was super excited.
Awesome.
He's thrilled.
Pandora, in front of everybody, leaps over to hug Vrucht very tightly.
I go in and hug too.
Oh, love
I'm
bombed.
starting to change my mind.
Backs away slowly.
And of
Are we
course,
doing
Tatman
this like
will.
now?
Oh no, Tatman explains the timing for it all, and that you'll need to do something for the Leshy to. So there's a time in the next year, full moon on the summer solstice, but you also have to gather up some things in order to have all of nature be in balance with the elements to make it that much extra special. And the Leshy will be able to tell you about that. And that's where I leave it off for. This is where we can have like a mini shot of y'all getting all the stuff you need for the wedding, as sort of like a fun continuation between seasons.
Mm.
Finally
But-
figured out who my character is based on.
Yeah!
Now at this point, Pandora, you'll get something in your head, and you know this as something that Emmett has done now and again when he needs to get your attention or tell you to be someplace or ask something. And you would be able to reply to this particular sending. Pandora, you said you happen to need to speak with me a moment. I'm now free. Where do you happen to be?
She tells him that they're at the house, the tree house, the two-tree house. Yeah. Come
Alright,
see.
Well, there is no response, but it will be a little bit of a while later, and Emmett will arrive outside, and sort of just be looking at the house from a nice little distance as he just stands there with his staff and with Slippy on the shoulder, just having a look at the house as a whole,
Pandora
ready
goes
for
out.
you two to talk.
Yeah, Pandora goes out to greet him. If anybody wants to follow suit. Because I don't think she even said anything about like Emmett saying anything in her head. She just kind of goes straight to the door and exits without saying a word. And greets Emmett, leaving the door open. So I guess maybe that is seen.
There was something you wanted to speak of.
Was there? Seriously, was there?
Yes. What's ahead? I had a look, and what I've seen might be a bit different for you to understand. Having a look at your bond and seeing what runes we have and digging far into the research that has been seen amongst where you have been. The last one you are looking to find, this 8th Lord.
Is everybody else inside like at a distance where they can hear this conversation happening?
It depends upon if you want it to be private or not, because Emmett is just outside as.
And
where
she
the
left the
wind
door
was.
open behind her, so
Yep.
so it's up to you guys if you want to listen in or not.
Buck would
I'll
not be
listen.
eavesdropping.
I will be half stropping.
You will be just dropping one Eve, not two.
Yeah, just a singular Eve.
I will be present, but not particularly listening.
Go on.
Of what you have faced already, there is only one left within the pattern.
Mm-hmm.
The power that was feared most by the other 7 was that of knowing the future.
Knowing the future. Whose future? What future? The future of this place?
Divination, Pandora. The magic of divination.
She
To
nods.
see beyond that which is there. To see future, past, present possibilities. To understand the multitude of various fragments of moment. You will be dealing with an opponent who is able to understand, perceive limitless timelines.
How do we fight that? How do you fight something that, or someone or being that knows our fate? It's fate. What?
If there is anything I know about you, is that you go against fate every time. You and your friends push past destiny and forge your own path. I think as long as you were able to do that, and I will get the council to render aid so that we all may help push the destiny we want past what
Sounds like
fate they may see.
a solid plan to me.
Yes. I do not know the name of what sin comes with divination. But it must be the most drastic in its regard. But, and he sort of smiles as he has a look down and sees the ring on your hand. I think the future is very much in your hands. Already stated, as tough as adamant, and as light and swift as mithril.
That was poetry right there. My goodness.
It also is the stones that were used in making the ring.
Oh wow.
Oh, yes, that is exactly why I did that, because
Pandora
haha
looks
he-hoo.
Pandora looks at it and then back at Emmett. Well, I've got you. I've got Morocco, Tap, Brucht. It's not just me. The pressure. Oh god.
Not just us in the council.
Mm.
Every capable body of Bears Bay will be helping in some way, much to our general's very studious approach.
Mm. General being Brucht, yeah.
Yes.
Oh god. What was I gonna say? Shit. I got distracted, sorry. He's something, isn't he? Brucht.
A force to be reckoned with. Tapman, a guiding light, the power to go on. And Arako,
Mm.
straight
Arako.
and true. And will be here for a while longer.
Emmett, I don't know if I thanked you before, but not just because of the potion, but
And he just sort of holds up. You can save those words for when I'm old and gray. Until then, you're still my student. And you have a lot to learn still. But in this moment, as your teacher, You are going on a very different journey than I might ever. But I will be there to at least bring what scholarly advice I can.
As you, as you've always done.
And
But
I
let me
will
say
for
this,
as
Emmett,
long as I can.
please, let me say this. I'm here because of you. And if you hadn't knocked on the door, I don't think that this life, these people that I cared very deeply for, would be in my life. I don't think that I would have a life. So let me just say that before you're old and gray, that I wouldn't be here and I wouldn't be who I am without you. So thank you, okay? So she gets all flustered.
Yep. You can save any other thanks for that other time. And there's a bit of a pause as he sort of looks past you. And you see Zarzith is sort of making his sort of way around and through. And sort of even having a look over his shoulder. And sort of just settles between the two. Looking at you expectantly.
Zarzith.
In common, dearest prophet.
Please tell me everybody hears this now. He's speaking in common.
Yes.
Pandora's eyes widen. Zarzith, wait. You're not speaking Draconic.
No.
No. When did this happen? What?
Swear to fucking God, this goddamn dragon could understand me that entire conversation?
Yes.
You fucking...
Is that Arako saying that? I didn't know either.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
I just sitting there going, this fucking thing could hear me the whole time and like had you translating back and forth.
Pandora looks back. I know.
What an asshole.
And there's the smug look on his face.
Wow.
Way to dump labor on women, Zarzith. God.
I feel like Pandora like looks back at everybody and kind of beckons them.
I have to walk over and have a conversation with Zarzith about weaponized incompetence.
It's on International Women's Day and everything.
God forbid you let a woman do anything.
Jesus.
Pandora like looks back at Zarzith and why don't you introduce yourself to everybody without me having to translate?
And there's just a look as like everyone wasn't here.
Now they are.
They are. And I've only recently gained this and understood this capability.
Has it been more than 10 minutes?
Very much more than 10 minutes.
Yeah, okay, so I don't want to hear it. Thank you.
God, you're acting like you're married to him already.
He's my dragon-in-law. He's my Adel-in-law. Adel-in-law. There's something there, alright? I'm funny. Shut up.
Adel-in-law.
Adel-in-law. Of course we're fighting.
And there's sort of a pause and sort of with this moment I do understand memories a bit more.
Your memories?
Some of mine, yes. And some of others.
I have so many questions. I feel like I could have asked in Draconic, but now
I'm sure every one of you has questions.
See, now would be the perfect time for Rukt to jump in and just be like, what is it like when you go back?
He did wonder that at one point. Rucked, he asked
Yeah,
Pandora.
I'm not wondering because I'm still mad at him.
Yeah.
I feel annoyed. That's it. I'm not like actually like, oh, I hate this fucking dragon or anything. But like I'm being overtly like, really? Like I'm like stomping my feet. Just being like, this sucks, man.
Ruck is far more concerned about what you just said, about having other people's memories. And there's been, whose memories do you have?
And
That is
there's a
a
pause. And there's a pause and a look. Those who I have been with before. Those close to her.
Hmm?
Oh, so not mine.
That's all he's concerned about.
And there's a look back. No. Yours will always be an enigma.
How many?
Two before. Wait, three? No. No, they probably weren't. Zarz's probably didn't belong to them.
One before, and one soon after.
Who? And how long ago?
And after what?
After I died.
What do you mean you What do you mean you died?
Ruck will walk over and go poke Zarzith to make sure he is actually here.
The bond she and I have gives me physical form. I had a bond with the one you fought some time ago when I was still as I was.
Wait, you had a bond with the woman that made me make bad choices?
Yes.
What was
I-
she like with you? Do you remember that?
Proud. Very proud. She knew what laid ahead of her. And she faced it with pride, arrogance.
Makes Pandora wonder what she made Zarzith do.
She bested me, so to her service I was. Until my time did come eventually.
Do you mind if I ask how it happened? You don't have to, Zarzith. I just...
And there's just a pause and a close of the eyes. A flash of light in the distance. Calm. A crash of noise. Colors. And then nothing.
Goblin blow himself up.
Something happened in the distance. Something caused something else.
Do you remember where it happened?
flash was from the center of the island.
This island, Sarzith?
Yes. And the wave of color came from the far north.
Isn't that where the tower, or the, wait, do we know where this 8th fucker is?
No, that he sort of, when he says to the far north, he is looking like literally very far north.
Okay. Were you fighting somebody in particular, or what was the catalyst for what happened to you?
It was a war of two sides. Two very different sides in terms of how they harnessed magic. Those who took in their emotion and those who expressed it. That war would cause whatever it was. That flash. Those colors.
Is Sarzith pretty much is he referring to what happened here at Terra Monstorum? Like
That is sort of like hints
the
at
event?
the history. The event. Not specifically what the event was, but something happened. Something happened. But, and he sort of looks over to you. Dearest prophet,
Hmm.
your line is not of one, not of two. There is more to your line than you would believe. And he sort of pauses a moment as he looks between. I may not be able to give you a sight of the past, but if you would allow, in your blood is sight of the future.
Say again?
In your blood is, if you would allow, in your blood is not sight of the past,
Future.
but
It's
sight
just
of the future.
She holds out the other hand because the other one got poked already. Just tell me
Yeah.
what to do.
And he would just lean his head down for yours to be close. For your head to meet his.
Mm-hmm.
And in that moment, there is, everything fades. It is a sea of silver. And you are seeing vignettes, moments, flashes, panels, like stained glass. You see flashes of light. You see forms and shadows, tall, but dispersed by light. And you see green, flourishing cities expanding.
Tripping my balls off right now.
You see the island in its whole, large and vast. You see lights popping up, days and nights, until eventually it does slow. And it's at the back, horns gnarled, back stooped low, looking out from a pier on a beach, and a shape floating from the sky, large and vast, a ship beyond comprehension. till the side opens up. A figure striding down, misty in shape, as if made of stars, to reach out a hand to that figure. And that is where the visions stop.
What did everybody else see? Just their
They
heads
did
just
not.
touching?
Yeah,
Just
and it is
an-
only like it is a brief moment.
Pandora just like stumbles backwards, just eyes just bewildered, mouth dropped.
But after that, it seems a bit odd. The air seemed to change as what was a clear day
Uh-oh.
over the horizon, dark clouds roll.
Sorry, just
And
what did you do? What's happening?
and they look at those. That's not our doing. The ground shakes. There is a low rumble coming from Bear's Bay.
Oh, fucking A.
Do you all go? As the clouds turn the sunny summer day into that of a dark overcast.
Yep.
Yeah.
Printing.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually you move and there is the sound. As you reach the town square, you see, thrusting up from points within the town center, pillars of stone, a runic marking upon each. 8 encircled. And there is a moment of wavering, flickering light. A form. No, just a face, obscured by shadow and blurred light, as it looks around at what there is. And then eventually, the eyes snap towards the group.
And I feel like everybody's so totally like battle stanced, ready to go.
Yep.
Staring at whatever the fuck this is.
Yep, and it just looks down. Angoyar Iluisatar sees what must be stricken down. Come here on the night of the new moon and face the Lord of Betrayal. And that light fades, and you are left with the dark clouds of Bear's Bay that do not seem to recede. The council, the rest of them eventually form, noticing what it was, and had heard that booming message that echoed through the town. Sounds like there is a battle soon. The next new moon is in 2 days.
Mark your calendars, everybody.
2 days to be here.
Is that enough time to prepare, Rukt? Are you? Oh. Ruck, you're training some people, yeah? Is that enough time? Do we have enough time?
We have
Bender's like
been,
freaking
but-
out.
We have been, but they're the backup plan. They're there if
And-
we fail.
We won't.
And so, with only 2 days until you must face the Lord of Betrayal, the 8th Sin. That is where the roleplay ends. And while we still have a little bit of time left, if there is anything that needs to be shopped for, now would be the moment.
God damn it. I wanted to look at this and then there was roleplay.
Oh my god.
Uh.
Ooh.
What am I not wearing?
You are presently without a rune on your bow.
Yeah, we
probably
talked
want one
about
of those.
this.
Yes.
You said something about the bloody.
The coating rune. You need a coat. You would probably want a coating rune.
Would
be
like
able
to
to get-
sell my +1 explorer's clothing, please.
Yes, I will pull that up right quick to see how much that will be. Let's. Pardon as I grab the equipment and look at this. That's under armor, basic magic armor. So your explorer's clothing. So for that, I will remove those explorers. Well, you've already moved it there. I will add 500 gold because of the runes that were on the clothing.
Yes.
Why not the blood one again?
Because that needs to be on a melee weapon. So, what was it? It was supposed to be.
Serrating weapon's bladed edge separates into jagged swirling shards that spin along the blade.
Not serrating, no. Well, hold on, let me just double check serrating. Serrating it needs a slashing melee weapon.
But it doesn't say that.
It doesn't say that in there, no. It's something that is not tracked in there, sadly. The other one that you might like, impactful. But you would have to get 1,000 gold for that.
Hmm. And I have. Hold on, I can do math. Each platinum is 10 gold,
Ooh,
right?
hold on. You're probably selling your resilient studded leather.
I am.
Yeah, because you have the scarab. You have the.
I am a selling.
Yes. Yes, you would have enough to afford the impactful.
Okay, I'm double checking.
Because, yeah, each platinum is 10. So you have like 1,000 something.
Yeah. I think. Let me double check here.
Yeah, just have a look at the weapon property runes, because depending upon what it is, because some of them are fun.
There's so much. Oh my god.
There is always a lot. Give me a moment just to run to the bathroom right quick.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe there's one last session. I'm mainly in shock after just that ending. Just like, what is it? What? Next week?
Yeah.
What?
I got a bad feeling about this, gang.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to prepare for is the problem.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm.
do have extra gold though, if anybody needs anything.
Yeah, I may have extra gold too, because I'm not seeing. I'm going through the shops right now. I'm not seeing anything that would. Maybe this ring of counter spells. I don't know. Let me invest in my. Jesus Christ, it's expensive as fuck. It's really good though. Attempt to counteract triggering spell using the level of the spell stored in the ring. Oh, probably have to have the spell already.
The death drinking rune, I'm checking that out if I could use. You get a +1 item bonus to saving throws against negative damage and death effects when you critically
Double
hit a
checking that
creature
hit.
with a death
Yeah,
drinking
as
weapon.
long as it is etched onto a weapon without disrupting.
Interesting.
Yep, you
How-
could pick that up.
The ring of counterspell, I'm assuming that I have to know the spell already to counter
I
it.
gotta have a look at that. Magic shop, ring of counter spells. Let's see.
Yeah, a
We're
spellcaster
targeted
can
by,
cast a
yeah,
single spell.
yeah, it has to be that specific spell.
Did we have like 2 days or something like that to prepare for this?
2 days to prepare.
Okay, I would like to buy all 3 of the lesser life boosting oil and the Vein of 8 and pass them out amongst the other party members.
Okay, give me a moment then. So from the Vein of 8, let me just double check to see if I had life boosting oil.
If there were 3 of the moderate, I would.
Oh yeah, no, I can add more, so that's fine.
Okay, so I'll do the moderate instead.
Yeah, I can always add more stock. So 3 moderates for everybody else.
Yep.
Okay, so we will move 3 to your inventory, so that's purchased.
Fucking spot on, Travis. Oh, my god.
So my question, Rocky,
Yes.
is which do you think would be better, considering this is big bad evil guy?
Okay.
Death drinking or impactful? Because I'm thinking if it's a BBEG, DC 27 fortitude is nothing. Like
That
I won't get that.
that against a BBEG probably not. And death drinking, it allows it to be positive or negative depending upon which would harm the creature. So you are always going to possibly be getting that extra damage from it.
Yeah.
You might not get the kill with it. Maybe. You might not get the once a day envision effect, but it depends.
True.
Is Maker's Market meant to have nothing in it?
Yeah, you've
Yeah.
kind of unlocked everything
Oh.
since.
Gotcha.
So death drinking probably would do pretty well on that composite longbow.
Okay. Alright, I have purchased death drinking.
Okay. Oop, 1 second, I am putting something in the wrong space. Moment. I have to put this in my notes of things to do. Cards. All right. I will drag death drinking into your invent. Oh, you already did.
Yeah.
I will refund you the 360. I will delete the runes and I will add them to your item details.
Nice.
Property rune is death drinking. And we will say, yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, thought I had more Starshot arrows than that.
You got 9.
Yeah, I just bought 2 more. I
Oh.
don't know if that's 2 as in 2 packs of 10 or 2
Oh,
individual arrows.
yeah. So you did that. I will change them out to be correct. So that's like 2 more packs. So I'll put in 20 more in your other thing that plays for that. So
Yes.
so yeah, just given how the item is put in versus how I changed it. There you go. So you got 29 Starshot arrows.
Good. Ba-ba-bum. All right. I would also like to buy 10 explosive ammunition or 1 pack if that's a pack of.
Yeah, it would be an explosive ammunition pack. So
Yeah, I'd like to buy one of those.
yep,
I don't
pull
want to mess
those.
with it. Oh, I pull.
Yeah, you pull.